Challenge, break down.
It's Brice and Wen with the challenge.
Break down.
CBS reality, royalty to be crowned.
Survivor, Love Island,
Amazing Race and Big Brother.
Survivor, Love Island,
Amazing Race and Big Brother. It's Brice and Wen with the challenge.
Break down.
It's Brice and Wen with the challenge.
Break down.
It's Brice and Wen with the challenge.
Break down.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the challenge. Say it with me. It's your boy, Wendell Holland, in the building with my right-hand man, Mr. Brice Isaiah. We are back after a hiatus. Make sure you please hit the subscribe button, or you can find this podcast on any streaming site exclusively on the Purple Pants Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Brice Isaiah is in the building.
What is going on? Yes. And you can watch this. You can listen to this podcast wherever you find podcasts. And you also can watch this podcast on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to the Wendell Holland YouTube page and hit subscribe and let us know in the comments, because you know we got the comment brigade kicking off. Listen, when I tell you I am, okay. The Challenge USA Season 2, Episode 1. Baby, when I watched this episode, I had to change my britches a couple of times because they was moist.
Where's my whistle? I didn't know we were jumping right into
baby, they were moist.
Brice Isaiah.
I had to wring them out.
Why were your britches moist?
Baby, I mean, we'll get into it as we get into the episode, but whoo.
So, Brice, and we might just get to it. But last season, we were talking about a gentleman's outfits in particular.
Okay. And I feel like the said gentleman must have been listening to the breakdown, because I feel like the said gentleman
stepped it up.
I mean, but he stepped it up in a TJ way, because he still was TJing, okay? I don't know if Burke, Shirk, and Murky said, listen, TJ, they out here clowning you. We're going to up your wardrobe budget.
TJ, from Brice and Wen, much respect. You stepped up your wardrobe. But when one person steps up his wardrobe.
Oh, baby. Listen, I mean, is that what you want to get into right now? Because, listen, we could get into it. First of all, we got everybody here in Croatia. Okay, everybody looks amazing. I'm so happy. Last season, I thought like, oh my God, I've never watched a show with so many of my friends, right? Wow. This season, it seems to have doubled the people that I know, the people that I love. It's just truly amazing. But here's a group photo of everybody in Croatia. Okay, here's a photo of everybody in Croatia. Okay, then, there's a couple of little outfits, but what I'm trying to figure out, and you know I love this man very dearly, but Fessel, what is going on with this oversized white bubble? Like, I'm confused. Is it a life jacket? Is it a puff coat? Fessy said, I'ma change the game. Give me that extra puff, okay? With the black Velcro. I mean, it is so big. Now, don't get me wrong. Fessel is a big man. Okay, I know Fessy, okay, personally. And Fessy is a giant in person, but I'm just trying to figure out what the look he was going for. Because he was like, when I'm in Croatia, it might be cold, so I need my sleeves out.
He's ready for any type of weather.
Okay.
Right. What size coat is this?
It's a 4X, and he got it from Big and Tall, okay? Because I just have never seen a bubble jacket that bubbly.
That's a big bubble jacket vest.
And you could tell in Fessel's eyes, he's like, I'm a mess him up. They ain't gonna be ready for this one.
He laid it out on his
okay,
on his
on
bed.
the bed.
Like school. He had
He
the
did got. He
keys.
went to sleep. He thought it was the comforter. Okay.
You saw the photo with his foot up too. He was
Oh
like,
yeah, he had the white boots. Okay, I was like, are those thigh highs, Fessel? Can we see it? We can't even see it here. You can
wait,
see it in this photo. Okay. But
wow.
shout out to Fessy. We love Fessy.
But
I'm excited for him
I
to
got a
be.
question for you,
What
Brice.
What do you
You're
have?
yes, you're excited for Fessel, yes.
I'm excited for a lot.
Okay. Can we go back to that photo that you had with Fessel and a few others?
Okay, let's see what I could see.
Because when I look at this photo, no, the other one, yes.
I
When
thought.
I look at this photo, I don't think Fessel's outfit is the
Well,
first outfit that stands out to me.
that is, I mean, I was unsure. Is this Viking season 3? Do we have a Viking? Is this Ragnar Lothbrok?
Are we in Game of Thrones? Is he Jon Snow?
Because
Is
I said, what in the devil? Okay. And if he is Jon Snow, then Fessy is definitely the winter that is coming because Fessy is ready. But shout out to Josh, Martina, shout out to Michelle Fitzgerald. But yeah, it was so interesting seeing Josh and Jon Snow. No, what's Jon Snow's actual name?
Paulie.
Paulie. Because I remember Josh's first season on the challenge, and when Josh, it was that like when Josh, him and Josh got into it, and then Josh got turned up when somebody came in between them, and Josh was like, "Oh, like I was like, oh, this is going to be very interesting."
And can we keep looking at Paulie? Brice, first of all, I know you think that's a silly outfit, but I could see you doing something with that outfit.
I mean, listen, I could do something with Fessy outfit. Okay, leave it to me.
Now, but Brice, can we talk about our boy Josh?
I mean, listen, Josh just got left the port of Miami. Okay, he had his cigar in his pocket. His braids were fresh, and mind you, Josh is looking mighty good, mighty slim, mighty fit. I mean, listen, Josh is serving.
He got the blue suit with the wife beater under it. I don't think we call them wife beaters with the A shirt under it. That's a look.
Oh no, Josh is serving it.
All
Okay,
right.
I mean, when you see Paulie, Josh, and Fessy, I don't know.
Are
I
they
would
going to
never
the
be.
same place?
I would never be able to guess where they going. Paulie just hunted a deer. Josh just left a poker game. Fessy just came out of hibernation. Michelle just left a club. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, sorry. So, yes, an interesting collection of outfits to start the game off.
I mean, if we doing outfits, okay, and then my guy JT, he got the
Who's JT?
I mean, that's what I said. TJ.
Go on.
Okay, that's his new name. When TJ is swaggy, he JT.
Okay, JT. Okay.
He got the bomber blue jacket on with the zipper with a white tee underneath. And again, in true TJ fashion, I mean, he could have went 2 sizes down on the bomber jacket. But you know what, TJ, we're gonna let you live because you out here doing your best. We see everyone. I'm excited to see my guy Chris Underwood
Was in the building. Wow, it's good to see him back and competing after a while.
I think this is great for him because, first of all, this is my issue with some of the Survivor fans, right? I feel like Chris's win on Survivor is contested because he was on the edge of extinction. You know, he was out of the game more than he was in the game. However, I love that. Like, I love that for him. And he did his big one. And so I've always been Team Underwood. So I'm excited to see him. And I really feel like this is now, hopefully his name don't get pulled into Megatron. But I'm really excited to see Chris. You know I'm excited to see my girl Desi. Okay, that's my girl Desi. Excited to see Michaela, excited to see Chanel, excited to see. I mean, I'm excited to see all of the survivors but one, but we don't have to get into that here because I do have an
But
issue with
one,
one. Yes, okay.
all the survivors but one. Who would that be, Brice?
That would be Sebastian.
Huh?
Sebastian could stay. Although
Don't you do my Ghost
I
Island
will.
brethren like
He
that.
did me dirty in
Don't
Florida.
you do my Ghost Island brethren like that.
He did me dirty in Florida. And although we've talked and he says he doesn't remember, I don't forget. And so yeah. So we was in Florida at a charity event, and I think it might have been what's the name? Kellen.
If you say one single bad thing about my good friend Sebastian, who
No.
wrote my name down at the end of the game. So he helped both of us, Brice.
Did he? Because he didn't help me. Okay. There was a little room party going on with, my girl Kellen from your season, with my ex-boyfriend Bradley, and there were two other people. And I was with, who was I with? I was with Tasha. I was with Rodney. I was with some other Big Brother people. I knocked on the door. First of all, they was all like, don't go in there. Like, let's just keep going to the other part. I was like, no, Bradley and Kellen are in there. I knocked on the door. Sebastian opened the door. And I was like, hey. I was like, coming to see Bradley. Sebastian put his hand up on the door. And I walked to his arm. And he stiffened his arm, and I thought he was playing. I was like, ha, come on. And he did it again. I said, ooh. So yeah, me and Sebastian got beef. Okay.
You deserved it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Monty. I'm excited to see Tiffany. Okay, because Tiffany always gonna bring it.
Shoot. I'm excited because you got.
Hold on.
Oh goodness.
I'm moisturizing my face because baby, I'm getting wet all over again, baby. The vets, they got Corey. Corey, if you want to be on Team Mom, I will give you another baby.
He has too many.
I will give you another baby. Now y'all think I love Mello. Y'all see Mello right there, but baby, truth be told.
Corey doesn't love you.
I would drop it low, pick it up fast, spin it around the block, do a cartwheel.
Brice, enough is enough.
Put me on Team Mom 6. Okay? When I seen Corey on that jet ski, I'm the jet ski. Okay?
You're the jet ski. Okay, yes, Corey's on it. So is. Okay, can we move on? Brice?
I might need to change my bridges.
So we have Corey Wharton. He's taking a little hiatus, and now he's back.
And he's back better than ever, looking good.
And but here's my thing with Corey, man.
Not too much.
All right. Well, you talked about my man Sebastian.
Well, listen.
So here's my thing with Corey. Okay. I remember, I think it might have been his first season or something. He was one of those guys in an era where historically on the challenge, the vets always pick off the rookies. And I feel like he was one of those guys early that shot at Johnny Bananas, called him into whatever or something like that. And I don't think it went well for him, but I had mad respect for a gamer like that. That's will come in and take shots. So I've always loved Corey. I've always loved his competitive spirit. But when is my man gonna win a challenge?
Listen, I got a challenge he could win.
Brice,
I got a challenge he could dominate.
He does not want to win your challenge.
I got a challenge I got a challenge he could climb.
Brice,
I got a challenge he could finish. I have a challenge that he could dominate.
You're gonna be doing.
I have a challenge he can destroy.
Brice,
I have a challenge he could submerge. I have a challenge. Okay.
I will leave this pot. So, not only do we have Corey, but we also have Bananas.
We do have Bananas.
Wes.
Wes. Okay, shout out to the zaddy of the zaddies of the zaddies.
Okay, straight out the Zaddy. He went straight from the Zaddy calendar shoot to Croatia.
Okay,
We got Wes.
we got
We
Wes.
have
We got Jonna,
Johnny,
Johnny,
Amanda,
Amanda, Tori. Now, mind you, I love Amanda, right? I just feel like in my head, she would be my really good girlfriend. Like, I really feel like Amanda and I we would go out, and I feel like the next morning we would be texting each other like, "Girl, I can't believe you was on the text." Like, I've always had just an infinity for Amanda. Janae, love her. She don't play no games. Yeah, I think. Oh, I mean, there's that. Shout out to the baby boy Lewis from Amazing Race. You know, I loved Lewis on Amazing Race, and he is out here. I love Lewis. Also, another zaddy. Okay, I'm just, okay, the Zatchy calendar is zaddying. There is Rusty. I am so curious to see how Rusty is going to do on this season, because on his season of Amazing Race, shout out to the pit stop with me and my girl Brooke Camhigh. You know, we cover Amazing Race on the Purple Pants podcast, but I think Dusty's going to be great because Dusty has a short temper. And yeah.
You told me that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And shout out to the Alyssas. Shout out to Monty. Okay. Looking like a tree. And you could call me Tarzan.
Oh my God.
Who is that? Oh, that is Kevin.
I answer?
So we should continue podcasting, but we love Kevin.
All right. Sorry. Kevin Slayhuber is calling me from Big Brother, and I always answer, and I was going to answer on the pod and give him a shout out, but okay. Brice, did the challenge casting team look at the Zaddy calendar casting team to pick challengers?
I don't know, because, it seemed like there's a lot of overlapping.
Okay.
But also for the fans wanting to know, I did see a lot of people on Twitter and Reddit saying, "Where's Wendell
In what?
for the challenge?"
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Could we have possibly saw you on this season?
You could have seen me on both seasons.
Oh,
Yeah, but Wendell, the first season, Wendell had a torn ACL.
okay. The second season, Wendell was up in the club shooting.
Pow, pow. Well, close to that. The second season, Wendell had Lil Wenny. I had
Okay,
it was the third, to be honest, I said yes the first time. They pushed the date back. I said, hey, now we're getting close to the due date. This is the third trimester. I shouldn't be gone for, but I was like, all right, these dates might work. Then the third time that they pushed the dates back, it was over the delivery. It was over the delivery date. So I said, I can't do it. And then fortunately, another show with a shorter amount of time came. And
well, either way, my godson is I call him Wick. Okay, they be like, why you call him Wick? Okay, because I gave him a name. Okay, his name is Wendell Isaiah Carter. Okay, so we call him Wick for short. But yeah, I got my godson out of it. So but listen, I also feel like is Berkshire and Murky listening to the challenge breakdown, because last time we had an issue with the algorithm. Okay, the algorithm didn't seem like it was rhythming. Okay,
it was out of rhythm.
It was out of rhythm. But listen, if I know something, never mind, because I'm about to take a left. Because
yes,
I know something I'd be on rhythm with. Okay, start with a C and with a W. But anyway, okay, now we got this thing that you see at Chuck E. Cheese. What's this called?
This is called the ball fluffer.
Oh, listen. Okay, Corey. Put me in it.
Shut up. This is called the lottery machine.
Not the lottery machine, okay? Not the Powerball, okay? Right? Is TJ out here trying to win $1 billion?
Anyway, so we have this Powerball, and TJ says the way we're gonna pick teams is the first 3 names that the Powerball shoots out, Brice.
That's the Powerball machine.
No, it's not.
Okay, it might be me. Never mind.
Shut. The first 3 names that the Powerball shoots out, Brice will be captains.
Okay.
Okay. And so in these,
And also shout out to my girl Cassidy.
Brice.
Sorry.
Let's not put the wagon ahead of the horse. I don't know. Shut up. No. So in these situations, Brice, do you want to be a captain?
So it's interesting, right? Like on if this were Survivor, I probably would not want to be a captain. But on here, and if I seen the cast, absolutely, because you know who my first pick would have been.
Okay, so the first name called is Josh's, and he is hype.
Josh is ready, okay?
In his blue suit. The second name called is, go ahead.
My girl Cassidy. I am so happy that she's on here. I love my girl Cassidy, a robbed queen on her season, and I'm excited to see her out here. And then it's like, is Burke, Shirk, and Murky trying to play with me? Because then the third name is my girl, Desi. And you know I ride for my girl, Desi. You know I was her phone call last season. And you know my phone was ringing this season too. So I am excited that my girl, Desi, was picked as a captain. And they picked the teams. We've got the blue team. Now, first of all, although I want to be on the green team, you can replace me with Sebastian, okay? Yeah. But I really do feel like the blue team is stacked. There is Corey, there's Fessy, there's Sebastian, there's Chris Underwood, there's Alyssa, there's
that person. There's Tori Deal.
There's Tori.
Who is that person at the bottom right?
I think that's Amanda.
No, I think that person's from Big Brother. I just don't know who she is.
Then that's the other Alyssa. Then it must be both.
The other Alyssa. Yes,
both the Alysas are on there. And then we have, okay, put me on the blue team. Then we've got the green team. Okay, we got Michaela, ain't no playing. Desi, Wes, Lewis. We've got Monty. We've got, who is that? That's
Tyler.
Well, now mind you, also the shade of the shade of the shade of the shade. Wasn't Tyler last season in the videos making cakes?
Yes.
And he let us know he's single, ready to mingle. Mm-hmm. We've got Tyler, and
we have Amanda, and
that's what's her name? She's from Big Brother. We just seen her in New York. What's her name? James Jones's friend.
Which
Amira. That's Amira.
Amira, yeah. But I'm talking about, look at Amanda in your photo.
She looked like she dug in.
And look at her legs.
Oh, that's not her legs. That's teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
So, yeah. So what do you think about this team, Brice?
I love this team. I love Wes. I love Lewis. I love Monty. I love Desi. I love Michaela. I love Amira. I love this team. I would definitely be on the green team. And then, baby, we got red flag. Okay? Red flag.
Yes.
Red flag.
Yes.
Okay. And then it's just like the cohesiveness of just even this photo, right? Like Josh is a mob boss. Okay. Tiffany is just sitting pretty. Johnny Bananas is what's that movie that John Travolta was in? His famous movie.
Grease.
Okay. Johnny Bananas is in Grease. Chanel. Then Janae in the green. Like, who's in this red jacket? Oh, then Rusty.
Now, and then Game of Thrones. Now, Josh looks like a proud dad right now. He's like, yeah, I picked this team. Yeah, I did that. This team looks like a hot mess.
It's definitely the red flag team, but there are, like, I love Michelle. I love my girl Nelly. I'm so happy that Nelly is here. I feel like we didn't really get to see her potential on her season, so I'm excited to see what my girl Nelly could do. Listen, I'm excited for Tiffany, okay? Because listen, one thing about Tiffany, she gonna give us a show, okay? And I've seen the previews, and get choked down here and play. Whenever that scene comes on, I cannot wait.
I be feeling like she's yelling at Josh.
And
Are you
knowing
trying to-
Tiffany,
are you
knowing Tiffany, knowing Tiffany,
are you trying to fight Josh at all?
knowing Tiffany, it could be anybody. And that's one thing that I love about my girl Tiff. And so the teams are picked. Everyone seems pretty excited. We go to the house. I
But
just love how like you don't watch Real Housewives, the franchise, but in
no,
the
I
franchise
just know him.
in the fran
Sorry.
I know them as well. And also, yeah, I wanted to cuss you out too, as well, because
Go
when
on.
I took my photo with Jill Zara, shout out to my girl Jill, because I was in the Hamptons with Jill. When I took my photo with Jill, she
Mhm.
gonna look to you and say, "Is this the friend that was mad?" So stop running your mouth to the housewives.
No,
Don't be all uncool, okay?
no. Let me tell you why. She was super nice at first, but she thought Reese was you. So Reese, she got there early. Reese was there, and she's like, "Oh my God, let's take a photo. Let's take a photo." And she's taking all these photos with Reese, thinking that that's my guy who needs the photo. And then I'm like, later in the night, I'm like,
So anyway, what I find so funny about this is that on the Real Housewives, whenever they go on a trip, right, there's always this discussion for the rooms. I'm trying to figure out why Fessy and Josh is breaking the door down to get their best room. Like, cause Fessy was all up in there. Fessy and Josh was
why
like
not?
fighting to get in the door. And
Why
I'm
not?
like, Fessy, with your coat, like only one of y'all could fit through the door.
You can sleep outside with that coat,
Okay.
Brice. But why wouldn't you rush to get the best room?
I wouldn't rush. I would be just following, seeing
You'd be sleeping.
wherever Corey at's gonna be where I'm at. Okay? Wherever Corey at, I'm at.
Brice, other than Corey, who would be, if you had a first pick, who would have been your first pick?
That's a good one. Probably well, I mean, mind you, I'm a real world fan. I watched the first 10 seasons of the challenge. So more than likely it probably would have been Wes out the gate.
Yes. So yeah, I'd say you put like, yeah,
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 it would definitely
or bananas maybe.
so I love bananas, right? But like I have a love-hate relationship with when I watch the shows with bananas. So
Mhm.
it probably wouldn't have been bananas. It honestly it would have been between Wes or Fessy.
Okay, Wes or Fessy.
Mm,
So
Listen, say what you want. Listen, say what y'all want about Fessel, but he's a challenge beast, right?
yes,
And he's competitive. And I mean, does he talk a lot of smack online? Yes. Did he start a GoFundMe that said, if y'all tired of seeing me, pay me $1 million, I want back?
brilliant.
Well, I mean, I guess he didn't hit that $1 million. So
Uh,
he's back. But like, I love Fessel. Fessel is funny. And again, you and I know Fessy, right? We've spent some extended period of time with him. I really feel like Fessy's misunderstood.
100%.
I'll never forget we were in a car, right? And I don't know who was on the aux. And we was all like, this random song came on. And we was like, what's the name of this song? Now, mind you, Fessy got his headphones in and just chilling. Like, all of a sudden, Fessy goes, that's Kesha. We like, how you know? But so I love my Fessel. So it definitely would have been between Josh. It definitely would have been between Wes or Fessy. Who would have been your first pick?
I think it would have been between Wes and bananas. But you're absolutely right. If I'm thinking I'm constructing a team, I would want Fessy on the team, like maybe number one before anyone, because he's like the biggest, strongest athlete out there. And granted, Wes, to me, Wes is like a very strong athlete, and he's very smart, and he's a strategist. And but like the tension between him and bananas, sometimes I just think that if Wes is trying to play his game, was just like in just talking to people, then you got bananas like, oh, look at Wes doing this, look at, so like that in and of itself is gonna mess up probably both of their games. And so like a Fessy, all he's trying to do is compete and snuggle with the ladies.
Call
So
me a lady.
You know what I'm saying?
Call
What?
me a lady then.
No, Brice. Bryce, you
Hmm.
already have Corey.
Listen, choo choo.
No, you're disgusting. So,
Chugga chugga chugga
so yeah,
chugga chugga
for me,
chugga
it would
chugga.
probably Bryce. This is a serious podcast.
Okay.
For me, it would probably be between one of the three as well.
Who would have been your first female choice?
Oh, that's
Non-veteran.
non what?
Non-veteran.
Non what?
Veteran. Not a non-veteran player.
A non what?
Veteran.
We're gonna add veteran.
Veteran.
There we go. Oh, a non-veteran. Okay. Whew. I wish I could see them ahead of me right now, but let's see. Tori just won, the challenge. Which one was it? All-Star, whatever. She just won a challenge. Desi's a beast. She's super smart and strong. So probably be and Michaela. Michaela's a beast too. So probably between the three of them, Tori, Desi, and Michaela, and I'd probably rock with Desi.
Yeah, I'm rocking with my girl Desi as well.
Sorry, I picked her above you. Sorry. So now who do you pick?
She's a
Cassie was a challenge beast too.
I go with Amira.
Amira. Have we seen her compete? Like, how was she? Have we
And
seen?
I've just seen her in person, and to me, she looks physical. And even if, I would just go if I can't get Desi, I would go with Amira.
All right, moving on.
So they get into the house, they get all together. Anything fun happen in the house? Oh yeah, Johnny Banana's ready to turn up, take a shot, saying let's go. And then I guess, we heading out to the actual challenge. And wait, did I go a little? Okay, hold on, going backwards. So we head out to the actual challenge.
Mess.
Which looks, looking very challenging. But then obviously we've got to talk to our guy TJ. Okay, so he's definitely, I guess the bubbles are in. He's looked like he might have borrowed one of Rusty's jackets, but I like this brown bubble jacket, and I feel like it actually fits him.
Is he going hunting?
I mean, he could be going hunting, he could be going golfing, he could be going to a Father's Day brunch. But I like this look. So this gets a thumbs up for me. They've got these statues of the veterans out there. In my opinion, though, right, I feel like the only statue that actually looked like the person was Wes.
Yeah, and Bananas called that out.
Right, because they was like, that's Bananas. I was like, oh, that looked like, that looked like that. Johnny Bananas looks like it could have been one of those statues that, in metropolitan cities they've been taken down. Like, because I don't. It didn't really look like them. Now, mind you, if
are you saying his statue looked like a Confederate?
No, I'm just saying it didn't necessarily look like him. It could have been one of those,
what's his name? William E. Lee? What's that guy's name?
Who's William E. Lee?
I don't know. One of those Confederacy guys. They took him down in anyway.
Storm the castle.
This pod is a mess. Storm the castle. So
I said the Capitol. Not June 6th, not January 6th.
Okay.
So I think that this is a fun challenge. It's like you got to carry the statues on your back, and as you're going, you got to remember the signals, the symbols on the side.
Yeah.
Then when you get to a certain point, you can
unlock a code releasing a wagon.
Okay, and listen,
the wagon's already been.
Corey already got the code to the wagon. Okay, because I'm dragging this wagon for Corey. Anyway, you unlock a code for the wagon. Then there is another one.
you put the statue in the wagon. Now you got to run it downhill. That's where it turned into a hot mess. Down there's another puzzle.
And then at that point, you can drop the bottom of the statue. Then you have to go up in the hill to the castle, and the first team there to TJ is the winner. The green team is off to a great start. All of the teams mostly are off to a good start. But after they got the wagon, Johnny Bananas like, what do we do if we're trying to pass somebody? First of all, at that moment, we knew he messed up because they tried to pass him. That honestly reminded me of like road rage, right? In the sense of like, you ever be in the car and somebody beeping to pass you, and it's like, bruh, we gonna end up at that same red light. So what is you doing?
Yep.
Johnny was like, I want to get past them.
Yeah.
Okay, you could get past me, but the statue said I'm gonna stay here. The statue started falling off, just a mess. And I really feel like they kind of sort of like messed up the blue team because the blue team was like, what the heck's going on? And the green team just said do 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 do. They kept on chucking. Okay, but they got a little in their head because the girl Amanda. Now you my girl. You my girl. We go out and party, Amanda. But sis, you had one job. Sis had one job. They got to the code. Sis said, huh? What numbers? What symbols? What's going on? I also was cracking up at Johnny Wen after their wagon fell apart. Okay, team red flag. After their wagon fell apart, they got it back on. And I think it was like Tiffany, Michelle, and Chanel. They just started running. Johnny was like, hello, help, help. We need your help. But in the end, my girl Amanda was slacking a little bit, and the blue team and the red team was right behind them. Yep. And it was honestly a race to the finish. Okay. Josh, the red team, I don't know what was going on. And Fessy was carrying that statue.
Okay.
And it looked like they were all pretty close. They were running them up them steps. But ultimately, okay, my baby daddy, Team Blue, took it home. How do you think you would have done in that challenge?
Very well.
I think I would have done really well as well because here's the thing, right? I'm awkward, right? But I'm strong. But I'm strong. Like I would have been like, I think I would have surprised a lot of people of like, put that statue on my back and let's go.
Don't worry, Brice. I'm gonna send you a clip for Evan to edit in of you in a team challenge, running in a circle. All you had to do was hold a bucket of water.
First of all,
down goes Brice. Slow motion. It was an 8-step fall. You covered 30 yards falling.
Anyway, but did I get up?
You got up. We fall down.
But we get up. Here is a reason as to why I feel like Josh won Big Brother. And here's a reason why I feel like they continue to bring Josh back. First of all, let's just take a moment of silence for this man right here.
Moment of silence for Corey.
Okay. Immediately when they get in the house before deliberation, Josh says, yo, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. You look out for me. When we win, I got you. And it looked as though it might have worked. And again, it's like in these strategic games, this is sometimes what I feel like a lot of the fans of the challenge, their issue with the challenge is that they bring a lot of the same people back. A lot of these people are friends in real life. A lot of preseason alliances are made. But obviously, if there's a newbie, right? I don't know if they would have the wherewithal to go to a Corey or be comfortable enough to have this conversation. But obviously, Josh has the relationship, so he could go and say, listen, You scratch my back, I'ma scratch your back. And they kind of sort of really take heed to that. But I also love it because it's like that's also the nature of these games. And it's like you have to be willing to go out on a limb. You have to be willing to have these conversations. And I think TJ said it when they got down to the spectrum, the dome was like, if you didn't, alliances are just as important as the physical aspect of this game. And so I love to see Josh jumping right up in there. What was your thoughts of Josh jumping in there?
Whoa. I agree. Josh got right to politicking, and Josh is a vet now, and so he did what he was supposed to do. The question I have for you is, and you question rookies for not jumping right into the politicking. My thing is,
I didn't say that. I just questioned that they don't have the established relationship, so they would be a little bit more hesitant to actually say, come up with a like they be even if they weren't hesitant, them saying that to somebody that they don't know, the likelihood of them believing it or the likelihood of them kind of following through is very low.
and they have no track record with them, so why would I believe?
Right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm with you.
So we get to the deliberation. And shout out to my girl Alyssa from season 23. She got my boy Lewis back. They both in the Miami area, and she's like, I'm not subscribing to what y'all selling. And it's very apparent that they're like, let's weaken one team. Which, if I wasn't Team Gray, I wouldn't be mad at this thought process. But they're like, let's take them down. Like, they throw out names like Amira and Lewis, which are one of the newest people here. They have the less connections, and it seems as like Corey and I believe what's the other vet on this? What's her name at the end of the table?
Alyssa.
At the end.
Aren't there two Alyssas?
Yup, maybe you're right. But they are essentially like Corey came in there with the plan.
Yeah.
And also let's just take a moment of silence. Oh,
Something was going on with my TV at this point.
Oh, something wasn't going on.
Sorry.
Sorry.
We didn't get to see Corey for these 10 minutes. Sorry.
My TV said yes.
Your TV said yes.
My TV said yes. And I'm debating of like taking LaMelo off of my phone and putting Corey on. But hopefully one day I'll be able to meet Corey. And we'll speak it into existence now.
Would you want him in the
if we could get Corey would be the cover of 2025. Okay, we speaking that into existence now.
Oh, I was just gonna say give him a month.
No, we want the cover. But they ultimately go up and Corey puts down Amira and Lewis, which also it's like the red team is up for nomination as well. And so when they get back in the house, it sends a very clear message that like, wow, they're targeting us. I also thought it was so interesting. Well, I mean, yeah, your thoughts on them targeting one team.
Good strategy. Right?
Yeah. I also thought it was funny or interesting, like when the waves broke. Also, another thing that TJ said was that the green team and the red team can have a secret vote that will nominate another person. And so now we have a man and we have a woman. And whoever the third person that gets the most votes comes in, then that's how we'll know if it's a woman's elimination or if it's a man elimination. Because if it's a guy, he'll face Lewis and then one of them will go home. If it's a woman, they'll face Amira and one of them will go home. I thought it was interesting, like when they got back to the house and like you see my girl Chanel coming to Amira like we got you. But then when the red team reconvened, they was like, how about if we just put all of our balls on the green team and continue to kind of to weaken them. So that way, if it's another guy, the green team will definitely lose a guy and definitely lose a girl. But I also feel like in that same vein, Chanel maybe didn't want to rock the boat. And we saw when Kayla was casting her vote, she was like, sorry, Lewis, like, I'm just going to put a man up. So that way it would save Amira either way. So your thoughts on them being targeting the green team?
Again, I think it's good strategy. Let's work together and pick off this team.
Yeah, but I mean, there are a lot of politics, and again, it kind of sets the tone where it's like if the vets are running the pace this early on, it's definitely going to be an undertone of like, we have to get rid of the vets. And I think Alyssa from BB23 is really kind of spearheading that. Like, I didn't really have any say. But also shout out to Alyssa, because when it was in the deliberation room, and it was very clear that it was Lewis and Amira, she still was like, I'm not putting my boy's name down.
Yeah, I respect that. Then what were I think I wrote down the numbers breakdown
of the
votes.
Oh, I got it. Hold on. So Wes got 2 votes. Dusty got 2 votes. Desi got a vote. Michelle got 3.
That's funny.
It's funny in the sense that I loved Michelle's confessional when she was like, now, wait a minute. I'm doing the math here, and the math not mathing, because if we all supposed to be voting for the green team, how I catch 3? Monty got 4 and Bananas got 4. So it's definitely looking like it's more likely that it will be a men's elimination. We don't know. But I mean, here's another thing, right? That I don't know how y'all feel, but we get to the dome. And we see everybody. And even till I get to my point, then my boy Lewis comes out, my girl Amira. And wait, where we at? Okay. Okay.
JT is in the building.
JT's a little swagged out with his little windbreaker with the orange. Now I definitely would wear something like that.
Yeah, he would.
TJ AK JT, because he JT when he got that swag, he's looking very swaggalicious. But when we got to this spectrum, at this point in the game, I'm looking at my clock and I'm like, is this Big Brother? Is this Survivor? Is this Amazing Race? Are we getting 90-minute episodes?
That's what I thought we were about to get.
So I said, ooh, let me go heat up something to munch on. And then, TJ reads us the votes, and then he goes into the Powerball machine. Bubble, 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 bubble.
Whoa. Credits.
And then the credits. I'm like, if y'all don't pay these actors and these writers what they deserve, because now y'all out here exploiting the reality TV people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing. I don't mind 2 episodes, but like in a week, but I got a life. I got Big Brother on 3 times a week. Survivor getting ready to come on 90 minutes. Amazing Race getting ready to come on 90 minutes. Like, I mean, dang.
Yeah.
But I mean, just like they, with Big Brother, they made it 100 days because of the writer's strike. They don't have any fall content. And so they are really trying to fill up this content with reality TV. What is your thoughts on that, Wendell?
I want to see someone going home every week, every episode. So give me a longer episode. I don't want to have to watch it 2 times a week, but I'm a big fan, so I'm gonna watch it. But like, come on, man. I want to watch. Let's get to the action. So I want to see people going home. Give me a longer episode. You don't have to give me 2 episodes a week.
Now, as someone that has gone home early in their season, right? I actually, for
Say it
some
again for the people in the back.
someone that has gone home early in their season, I as a player of an early boot player, I'm mad when they break it up like this because it's like, technically you make it to 2 episodes. So for the early on, I'm not mad at it. But I definitely think this season is off to a great start, and I will for sure be tuning in.
As will I. It was like I'm excited to see this collection of people. And it almost looks like, it looks like this is a good group. They're gonna battle, they're gonna be strategic. It's gonna be a lot of things that a lot of people thought they were. If you don't take Corey off of the screen, Brice, I
You
had
can
something to say to the people.
Okay, listen, me, you, and Corey can say it. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I just think that a lot of people, a lot of things that the fans said were missing last season, I think we're going to get a lot of that. Yeah. And I think even like, and I didn't watch Big Brother, but even people like Tyler, like I think there are people that are going to shake this thing up and surprise us.
This is what I will say, right? I was not a fan of hearing that the vets were coming, right? I'm like, the whole premise of this is supposed to be the Challenge USA. It's supposed to be non-challenge players. But when I saw when we get to see the previews of the season,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I was here for it. I was like, okay, maybe I take it back. Maybe I take it back. But also I love how they have like Fessy and Josh here, like big brother players, like not like challenge players. I think that
That's
that's
true.
interesting because they say when they bring in the vets, that's when they bring in like the Wes, the Corys, the Janae. Like, so it's interesting how they kind of like emerge them in. Now our next question to the people is, how how do you want us to disseminate this? Do y'all need 2 challenge breakdowns a week? You all want 1 challenge breakdown a week? You tell us what y'all want, and we will deliver. Also, I do have a very specific request. If you are listening to this podcast, now, mind you, this hasn't worked out well in the past. Okay? Didn't work out well in the past, but we're going to leave the past in the past. If y'all could, if you get some time on your hands, you could just go over to Corey's Instagram and just let him know he has a fan, okay? The president of his fan club is named Brice Isaiah, Purple Heart. And tell Corey to follow me. Okay, tell Corey to follow me. Okay, tell Corey to follow me. Oh, tell Corey to follow me. I'm gonna give him another baby. I'm gonna give him another baby. What you want? Triplets, quadruplets, doubles? What you want? What you want?
Enough, bro. Leave that man alone.
But I love Corey. I really do. I've been obsessed with Corey since Teen Mom till he made the challenge. And now the fact that it's like the fact that you know how they say it's like, what's it? Three separation? What's the rule of separation?
3 degrees, 6 degrees.
The fact that my degrees is closing in, the fact that one of my best friends is out there that is playing with him. The fact, like, I mean, it's just like I may meet Corey one day, and I just pray that I can keep it together.
Remember when I told you that LaMelo Ball was in that club?
Oh, that's not even funny because and I tripped over a chair. It's not funny. You shouldn't play like that. Yeah, that pissed me off. We were in Houston at our after party. I'm with my girl, Danny's wife, Kiki, or should I say Kiki's husband, Danny. I'm with my girl Cherie. I'm with Uncle Carl. I'm with Davey. We all sitting at this table, little hookah, vibing, and Wendell and Joey come over, and they're like, and they grab me by my shoulders, and they're like, "Don't freak out." I'm like, "What?" They're like, "We'll tell you something, but don't freak out." I'm like, "What?" They're like, "We think LaMelo Ball just walked in." I said, "Ah!" I then tripped off the chair, made a whole scene.
He was walking right over to him.
Only to find out that he wasn't there. I was pissed. But we are back for your challenge breakdown. This is us covering the Challenge USA Season 2, Episode 1. And I guess we'll see you later this week covering Episode 2.
Put him off of my phone.
Corey.
Do I have to deal with this all season?
You do.
They're gonna eliminate Corey.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Bye. It's Brice and Wen with the challenge
Challenge breakdown.